It's your main man, Rick the Dawn. I am so happy to be doing this. I'm so in my comfort zone right now. Thank you for joining me. We're going to take a look at a new stock today. All right. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. This episode is brought to you. Let me put on my thinking cap. By reallyhood.com. Yeah, buddy. And the Really Hood podcast available everywhere. All right, folks. Without further ado, today we'll be looking at versus systems. I get stocks. I got a screener. A screener is a tool that I utilize to find really good stocks, penny stocks. And hey, something popped up on my desk today, and it is versus systems. So we're going to definitely jump in and see what we can find. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is go to Blue Space. Don't forget, Blue Space is my site, and I think it's a great resource for people who just want to talk about any and everything. Okay, so we're going to go here, and before we were exclusively working in the members only Blue Room, but I made some adjustments yesterday, and now, as you can see, we have a investing Blue Room. Bam! There it is, folks. So we'll be using this Blue Room, so that means that anybody who goes to Blue Space and do exactly what I just did, which is go to categories, find investing, the investing Blue Room, and click on it, you can join the conversation as well. All right. Today we'll be looking at versus systems, and the ticker, and a ticker is basically a nickname. The ticker is VS. Okay. So if you were actually, on Blue Space right now, you would be able to interact with me right now. Okay, anyway, folks, let's get to the business. You're here to do some research, or we're here to do some research. Let's not waste any time. Okay, first thing I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and find out more about versus systems, because I don't know anything about this stock. I did no pre-rehearsing or anything like that. Everything is brand new, fresh. Okay, here it is, Versus Systems Incorporated. I want to find out more about this company. I have no prior history of what this company does. All right, looks like they had a big spike, which is really interesting. We'll talk about that more later. The first thing I want to do, though, is find out what this company does. Who is the company? Do I even want to invest in this particular sector? It's the very first thing I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. Versus Systems develops and operates a business-to-business software platform in the U.S. and Canada. The company operates Extreme Engagement Online, a platform that allows live event producers, professional sports franchises, video game publishers, and developers, live event producers, and professional sports franchises, as well as other interactive media content creators. Okay, all right. Let's just go ahead and get this thing rolling, shall we? I'm going to start off with an A. As you know, that grade will go up or down, A plus or down to an E, depending on the things I'm finding. And right now, I have to say, I'm at an A plus right now. All right, I love the fact that this company is called Versus Systems. Apparently, when they say versus, they mean competitive online play, live streaming, and things of that nature. As you can tell, I'm definitely in that sector. I make videos, I make online content. So this company is right where I want them to be. Look, they're in entertainment, and the sector is communication services. I just so happen to have a website, so I'm into communication services. I think that's a good sign right there. That's a good start for me. What does pop out a little bit for me is that there's only one employee. That means that this company is very small, which is very surprising, if I can be honest. Didn't see that being the case. So very small. It is a company in Canada. All right. Let's do some more research. Okay, let's do more research. I think that's pretty interesting, to say the least. Okay. Overview. I'm trying to see market cap. That's what I'm looking for. We got candlesticks there. I'm looking for market cap. And market cap is just how much the company has as far as financials at their disposal, how much they can spend. And the market cap right now is 6.72 million. That's pretty good for one employee. That means that one person does very well. And if they were to grow, I would imagine that, I can imagine that would be good. All right. But anyway, so the market cap is 6.72. No pause there. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the historical data. I want to see what the stock has done over time. All right, over the last 30 days, here are some numbers for us. Over the last 30 days, the high for this stock has been 39 cents. Okay, 39 cents, and right now it's trading at 27. They just had a huge spike, and I can find that spike. Actually, they've had three positive days. Okay, they started off on the 11th at 20 cents. They opened at 20 cents. And then over the next 3 days, they went from 20 cents to 27 cents. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And it makes me upset because what it means is I'm a little late. I should have been doing this episode, this process, maybe last week. Because if so, I would have gotten in around about 21 cents. About 21 cents, and then I would be, feeling really good right now because we're at 27 cents. So again, time is of the essence. It's about timing. And let's find some more details here. The low for this particular stock over the last 30 days was 17 cents, and I'm trying to figure out what date did that happen. What date were they at 17 cents? All right, I'm trying to find that low. I'm gonna do 17.0. Be a little more. Okay, here it is. This happened on September 23rd. On September 23rd, they were at 17 cents. And wow, what a big jump. So if you got in during that time, then right now you're sitting pretty. You're happy because you came in at 17 cents and now the stock is trading at 27 cents. You got a nice profit there. And yeah, in fact, let me see if I can do a little something here. Let's say you invested 1,000 shares into VS and the purchase price was 17 cents. And then let's say you decided to sell because now it's at 27 cents. Robinhood is a commission-free site, so I don't know why you would use anything else. Just my personal opinion. No commissions, no fees. So here it is: 1,000 shares, 17 cent come in, 27 cent sell. It looks. Let's see what numbers we get here. All right, here's the results. Let's say I'm going in pretty heavy with, let's say, 7,000 shares. Sometimes I'll do that. It's not uncommon for me to do. All right, if you come in with 7,000 shares, it would have cost you $1,190. And then you would have sold for $1,890, which is a $700 profit. So those are the kind of numbers I'm interested in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just say 7,000 shares is about where I need to come in at. If I'm, I want to do something. I want to do something pretty large. Okay, but there you have it, folks. You can't argue with that. That's good looks right there. Okay, and I want to do something a little different. I'm going to go further back. I want to see what this stock has been doing since day one. So let's go really far back to January 1st. I want to see how the stock has been doing over the entire year. So let's go back even further, shall we? All right, let's go really far back. Let's really dig deep. I treat stocks like I'm going on a date with this stock or I'm about to marry this stock. I want to know everything about your history, everything about your past, and that's what we do. All right, here it is. So their high is $2.50. Ah, goodness. So I got to figure out more information about that. Let me know, when did that happen? I need to know when the $2.50 happened. So here is that particular moment. This happened, a big spike on February 7th. They went up to $2.50. That is incredible. It looks like that's where it peaked, though. After that, it just was all downhill. The low is 17 cents. And we already know that 17 cent situation happened in September. So I don't know how to feel about that. One thing I do like is that it has the capacity to go up to $2.50, for crying out loud, for a penny stock. That's impressive. I guess the negative is if you invested in this company at $2 and let's say 13 cents, now it's trading at 27 cents. So a lot went wrong, and I'm actually very curious to see what went wrong. How could that have happened? That's a big drop, in my opinion. So yeah, that's kind of cool and bad at the same time. Let's look at the average, though, if we may. The average over this time is 93.1 cents. So over the year, the average is 93.1 cents. That is incredible. That is incredible. It depends on context, of course, but I'm going to argue that is a really good sign. Now, I have to go back to 30 days because I have to see what the average has been over the last 30 days. This is what I'm doing next. Okay, so here we go. We're right back to where we started off, and I'm more curious now. Okay, so the average over 30 days has been 21 cents, which means right now it's above the average. That's a very interesting situation for me. Why? Because it tells me that this stock, on average, is about 93 cents. And what makes me happy and giddy inside is that right now, this stock is trading for 27 cents, which means it has a huge upside. Okay, theoretically, has a huge upside. The negative, though, is that on average over the last 30 days, is actually 21 cents, which means it has a capacity or a real possibility to drop. Okay, but I'm looking at the big picture here. Yes, over the last 30 days, the stock has struggled a little bit to gain its footing. But we know where it's come from. We know where it has come from. We know that this stock could certainly go crazy. I'm telling you right now, I'm really feeling good about this company. I'll be honest with you. I'm really starting to get some good vibes. But we got to do a lot more digging in. We don't get impressed off of, hey, you know when you go on a date with someone, the first hours isn't bad. Nah, I need more information before we can really dive in. So I'm going to now go look at the financials and do some research there. Like I said, I put stocks through as much as I possibly can. Now let's look at the return on investment. Anybody surprised by this number right here? I'm not. 59 or negative 59.17%. I'm not surprised by that number on the account that we just saw that since February, this stock has plummeted. So most investors are losing, on average, about 59% of their cash flow. Not good. Not good. All right. But this is the penny stock sector, so that doesn't really give a lot of pause for me. I want to look at the PE ratio for a moment and see, how things are looking on that front. Usually, a PE ratio that's 25 or below is, pretty much what I go for. This company, the industry that this company is in, is 23.99. So for me, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I don't even know why I'm looking here, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm pretty sure penny stocks don't offer dividends. They don't. Okay, but still interesting. Still interesting. Next, I want to take a look at a few more things. I'm going to try to take a look at the earnings. The forecast right now is 830,000. They're at 323,000, which means they are very low below the mark where they want to be financially. All right, very low. Next, I want to look at the technical indicators. For most penny stocks, the technical indicators are usually bad, sell. But as you can see, for hourly trading, it's strong buy. For 5 hour, still strong. Daily, day trading, still strong. Weekly, they say sell. They say, so basically they're saying that you shouldn't hold this stock for too long. Okay, it's okay to have it for day trading, hourly trading, but to hold on to it might be a mistake. Which is why if you would have bought it in February and held on to it for that long, would have been a lot of bad situations for you. However, if you would have bought it in an hour and sold it the next hour, then certainly things would have been much better in that situation. All right, so a lot of positives there. Right now, for me, where do I currently stand? I had A+. There was a couple things for pause, like the earnings report. Those things did cause me to go back a little bit, but I'm still very high on this stock. Right now, I'm at a B+. Okay, let's keep looking. Let's look at some more information here. Let's go to one of my favorite places to go, which is the stock split history, because I want to see if this company has ever diluted their investors. Okay, I want to know that. I want to know if they've ever sliced up the shares and made them less valuable. Okay, here it is. This is what I like to see. 0 stock splits. So that means that this company has never had a situation in which they had to, reduce the quality of their stocks. Now, stock splits are not bad. They're not bad, but they are pretty bad for penny stocks. When a company like Amazon reduces the average price of their stocks and goes backwards, that's good. That allows more investors to get in at a cheaper price. But when a penny stock does it, it to me is a sign of trouble. So the fact that VS has never had this problem, it makes me incredibly happy. And yeah, okay, so in that situation, or in that case, I'm prepared to go up to an A again. Very strong indications there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some news. Okay, I use FinViz to help me figure out what news there might be around this particular company, and also, as an extra bonus, it tells me how the market reacted to that news. So as I look here, this is on October 7th. So it's good to see a company with recent news. I hate to see a penny stock company that hasn't had any updates and news in a very long time. That's always a bad sign for me. All right, here we go. Versus Systems announces strategic investment from this person here. That's a good sign. Introduces updated filter fan cam. That's a good sign. That means they're still working. Okay, we saw a 10% drop on the day that this information came out. What is it? Okay, the They to join Versus Systems board of directors. So somebody joined the board of directors, and for whatever reasons, the investors or some investors decided to pull out. I'm not sure why, who the person is, what kind of issues going on there. We can see that there was a huge spike of 19% on the day that the U.S. Patent Office grants new patent claims for Versus Systems. So they acquired a new patent, which means this company is very active, and it's very impressive considering that this company is only run by one employee. I'm really impressed with this person and the things they're achieving by themselves, okay? Next, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to save Doco for last because that's usually like the end-all, be-all. So looking at the news, nothing causes pause. But I would like to go and see if there's any news about February because as we saw, there's a huge, it did very well. It peaked at $2.50 in February. So I am very curious to see what happened there. There was a 43% drop when they did a public offering. Now, a public offering is basically the company coming clean about what they think their share price should be or what it is. So apparently, Versus must have come out and say that the price of the share should have been much lower. It wasn't $2.50, and that made everybody run. That's when I jump in. When people run, I buy. Okay, but I'm trying to see if this particular platform will show me a little bit more about that situation. So I'm going to do a little bit, I want to see the actual public offering. We know that in February it was trading around $2, but I'm kind of curious to see what they said the stock was worth. And it looks like at a public offering price of, so it looks like the public offering was $160. Okay, and that made people really, really nervous. Now, what day did that information come out? Let's see something real quick here. This news came out on February 24th. So let's go back to February 24th and see what was going on stock market wise. Okay, let's go back. I'm going to go ahead and look at the historical data. I'm going to go really far back to February 24th just to see what the stock was trading at during that time. And we'll be able to find out more information about this stock that we need to know. Okay, again, I like to invest like I'm going on a date with someone or I could potentially marry this person. And I want to know everything that this person is hiding, all the skeletons in their closet. That's me. I'm that guy. Okay, so on February 24th, let's see here. On February 24th, oh, wow. So this is different. On the 24th, well, wait. Let's go to the 23rd. The 23rd is a little bit better. Okay, because what that tells me is before the news came out, the stock was trading or opened at $2.10. After the news came out on the 24th, it had a 43% drop. So apparently when people saw or investors saw that the stock price or the public offering was not $2.10, they said, wait a minute. So this company, this stock, the average share price is only, or the actual share price is $1.60. So why in the heck do I have it for $2.10? And they ran for the mountains. They ran. They said I can't do that. All right. And as you can see, the stock had a really rough couple of weeks. Okay. The 18th was the last positive day, as you can see here. But if you look over here, you'll see they just had bad day after bad day after bad day after bad day after bad day. Whoa, and they just had a massive tumbling from 213 all the way down to 113. So they dropped an entire dollar. This is some crazy stuff that took place, and it's because of the public offering. Sometimes it could be a sign of disaster. And this is where I get in, because once I see all these people sell, I'm going to say, wait a minute, I'll buy in at 113, but it was just trading at 213 not long ago. If it weren't for the scary investors, this stock would still be doing well. So for me, I would jump right in because I see a lot of potential here. Okay. But then let's look a little further. Okay, let's move on. The next thing I want to take a look at is something I didn't do so before. I want to look at it now, though, and that is the short percentage float. I want to see how many investors are betting against this stock, how many investors think that this stock will not do well. And this is how you do that. You go to statistics, and you look for the short percentage float. And I'm just going to type in short so I can find it a lot faster. Okay, let's see. Short percentage float. Here it is. Short percentage of float as of September 15th. Only 1% of investors are betting against this company. That is a very, very positive sign. That means that there is not a lot of camping around waiting for this stock to crumble like it's Toys R Us or GameStop. It seems like most people are pretty much staying away from it because it's pretty healthy. I would have to agree. Now, let's take a look at the investors and these are people on Stock Twitch. These are raw people, nothing scripted. These are people having conversations about VS or versus systems. Very open conversations. And what I like to do is get my magnifying glass and look at the conversations before I jump in, because I want to know how people feel, how investors in VS feel. And I'm going to guess that they're very happy right now because they just had this massive 15% spike Friday. So I'm going to just, before I even get there, I'm going to imagine that they are very happy right now. So let's go ahead and jump over and take a look. Okay, we are in VS, and we're going to find out exactly how investors are feeling. Look at this, right off the bat. Bullish. Bullish means very positive. I think this stock is going to do well. VS, holy moly, it's been going for 2 weeks now. So investors, at least that investor is very happy right now. He even has a picture of, what is that, a whale? Okay, so these investors are feeling very good right now. They have made a good, or found a good stock. Close above 27 would be nice, and it did. It did close above 27. Possible runner, that means that this stock is going to keep on running. Okay, is about to explode. VS is about to explode. All right, green day for Friday would be nice, and it was. It was definitely a green day. All right, we're going back to the 14th, which was probably that when. What was that? That was Friday. Yeah, almost testing resistance. So resistance is once a stock does do well, how long will it run before it finds some resistance and start to tumble? Okay. So needless to say, without going any further, this company is doing very, very, very well, and definitely doing well for its investors. Okay, so at this point, I'm going back to an A+. I'm very convinced right now. Okay, now there's a couple more places I got to go. Okay, let's go to Doco and let's see if this particular company has received any notices from the stock exchange, because that would be a huge, huge blow to how I feel about this particular company. All right, we're going to go here. We're going to click filings, and we're going to go here to view all current reports, and I'm looking for anything from the stock exchange which says, hey, you got to get your share price above $1, because penny stocks should be above $1 to be in healthy standing. If they're below $1 for too long, they'll get a message from the stock exchange letting the company know that, hey, if you don't raise your share price above $1 soon, then certainly you could get delisted. All right, if a stock gets delisted, that means that it's now trading over the counter, which is basically out the back door. You don't want your company trading out the back door over the counter, okay? You want everything to be professional on the stock exchange and things of that nature. So as I look, I'm going to go back as far as I can. We're back into 2021, and usually by this point, had it happened, I would have seen something from the stock exchange, which is telling me that, yeah, I don't see anything. In other words, I'm going to type in notice to see if I see any notices of anything. Okay, here's a notice of late filing. This was back in April 2021, so I'm not concerned about that necessarily. This is a notice of effectiveness, which is a good thing, of course. Notice of effectiveness. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Good. So, whoa. What did I just stumble upon, man? What did I just stumble upon? Man, it's Sunday in my world. I'm not sure when you're watching this. It's Sunday, October 16th, which is probably something I should tell you so that you're not, thinking that this applies to all time. But, yeah. Okay. There's one more place I want to go. Okay. One more place I want to go. This is a summary-based site, which will give me a little more information. Okay. Oh, they're on the NASDAQ. Okay. So they're part of the NASDAQ. Got it. Okay, here we go. Let's look at some information. The revenue forecast to grow 78.44% per year. Wow. What the... Earnings have declined by, yeah, we know that, 31% over the last 5 years. We saw that. We saw a huge decline from February. So we know that's true. Highly volatile share price over the last 3 months. We've seen that as well. Very volatile, but I love volatile stocks because I'll buy when it gets low, sell when it gets high. If it want to drop, no problem. I'll buy again once it dips again, and then sell once it goes back high. I love volatile stocks if I'm paying attention. All right, shareholders have been substantially diluted. Not a good sign. Does not have meaningful market cap. We saw that it's only worth about $6 million. That is not good for a company. But it's only one employee, so that's where things kind of flip for me, and it's back to positive. But what stands out by far is revenue. It's forecast to grow by 78.44%. Whew! Oh my goodness. What did we just find, folks? What did we just find? I don't even have to tell you. So let's just get this out the way. Let's end all the suspense. I am definitely investing in this company first thing tomorrow morning. All right, I'm jumping into VS. Okay, and let's just do some numbers here. I mean, wait a minute. I'm just trying to make sure, because, like I said, what happens is a lot of times people will jump in at 27, but then it would drop. It could drop. I mean, it's just coming off of a 3-day gain, and at some point this stock will drop. It will drop in most cases, but what if it doesn't? That's the pros and cons I'm weighing right now. Should I jump in at 27, or should I wait for a potential fall, something of this caliber, right? And it falls down to maybe 23 cents, and then buy in at 23 cents, so I can know that I'm going to make some money off this company. Okay, if I buy in at 27 and it drops, I'm losing money. If I wait for it to drop and buy in once it drops and then it goes back up, I make the money. So here's the big question. I'm not waiting though. When the stock is this beautiful, I'm not waiting. So what I'm going to most likely do, I'm going to jump into this particular company at a very modest amount of shares. Okay, I might buy in I might buy 5,000 shares to begin. All right, I might jump in at 5,000 shares, and that leaves me some wiggle room. Should it drop, I can buy another 5,000 and average things out. Should it rise, I can sell. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to probably jump in about 5,000 shares. Okay, here we go. 5,000 shares right now is trading at 27 cents. And I just want to do a little hypothetical here. Let's say it actually jumps up to 54 cents. Or let's have some fun here. Let's say it goes back to $2. Let's have some fun. Okay, if I buy in at 27 cents and it jumps up to $2, let's just for the sake of fun, okay? What happens? What happens? Okay, I would have to pay at least $13.50, which is not a bad price for 5,000 shares. And then the sale would be 10 grand if it were to jump up to $2. So if I invest 5,000 shares at 27 cents and it were to go back to its prominence, which is $2, which I think it will go up to at some point, the profit would be $8,000. Oh yeah, I'm starting to sweat, y'all. I think I done found something. Hey, now tell me that ain't worth a like. Tell me that's not worth a like. Tell me that's not worth a share. Okay, like the video. Let's bring this particular concept on my. I got a lot of stuff on my page, a lot of stuff, comedy, reviews. But this is where the meat is. Okay, this is where the meat and potatoes is, and I need you to give me the support that I deserve because I just helped you, right? Unless this stock does terribly over the next couple months, but it can't. It's at 27 cents. This is the bottom. I would argue against investing in this company had it been at $2 right now, but no, it's at 27 cents. I mean, how much further is it going to drop? We know what the bottom is. We saw the bottom. Okay, the bottom over the entire year, okay, is 17 cents. Look, let's do some math here. Let's make sure we're not only looking at the glass as half full. Let's say you bought in at 27 cents and it drops down to 17 cents. Now, let's talk about some losses. This is something that doesn't get talked about when it comes to stocks. So if it drops down to 17 cents, you have a loss of only $500. That's not why, $500 is a lot to lose, but you don't lose unless you sell. So if it drops down to 17 cents and you don't sell, you're down $500, but you didn't lose $500. But the upside is incredible. If you bought at 27 cents 27 cents and it goes up to just 54 cents, let's say 54 cents, okay? Let's just see what happens. Okay, if it does that, you have a profit of $1,300. So the losses will be very minute, even if you sell, upon a $500 loss. But the upside is impeccable. Let's have some real fun. Let's see. I want to know what's the highest this stock has ever been. Okay, is that something I can look up? I'm very curious now because my attention has been piqued. I want to see if there's possible. Let's go back as far as we can. Let's go back further. Let's go back to 2020. Okay, let's have some fun here. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go back really far and let's see what we discover. Okay, Look at that. Globs of data. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to go back for it. And so the highest $14. The highest 14 over the last, maybe 3 years or so. Okay, $14.90. Let's have some real fun. This is what I love to do. This is the part that makes me happy right here. Okay, so if we took that same 5,000 shares, we come in at 27 cents. Let's say, for the sake of fun, this stock, for whatever reason, has some great news and jumped up to $14 per share. Let's see how much money we make. All right, this is very hypothetical. Okay, you would have paid about $1,300 to get in, but you would have made a profit of $73,000 off a 5,000 share investment. And 5,000 shares, in my opinion, is very low. So let's have even more fun, shall we? Let's say you jump in and buy 10,000 shares, which is about what I like to do. That's more my speed, 10,000 shares. Okay, and let's use that same situation. All right, that same situation. Here it is. Profit of $146,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to tell you this, but I will. First thing Monday morning, I am jumping with 2 feet into this company, Versus Systems. There it is. All right, folks, that's all I have for you today. I don't know. I'm incredibly excited right now. I just stumbled upon a freaking beautiful stock. No stock splits. No notice from the stock exchange. Trading very low right now. Even though I don't like to get in when the stock is doing well. Look. I'm not going to miss this train for anybody. I'm jumping in with 2 feet, with 3 feet. All right. But anyway, thank you for joining your main man, Rick the Don. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it enough to like it and press one little button with your finger that takes 1 second. I hope so. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.